So let's get straight to the point. The EA Creator Network is ruining The Sims 4. And we're going to get into that in just a second. But before we get into that, hi, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Ricky, and we do all types of commentary. You're probably wondering why I'm outside today. And it's to encourage some of y'all to just go touch some grass because it's getting too much. And I'm not an outside person, so if I can come outside and touch grass, look, here's the grass. I'm sure many of y'all can, and some of y'all need it. Get some sunshine, get from behind the screens, the keyboards, and the things, and just go out into nature and experience it. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to start. But I'm just going to jump right into it. The EA Creator Network is ruining The Sims 4. And one of the reasons why I feel like, for those who don't know, I'm sort of an expert in this field. I have 7 years of marketing experience. I studied media. I have a whole doctorate degree in it. So we literally study the psychology of media, the psychology of advertising. And the EA Creator Network is literally textbook rules of exploitation. How so? So, firstly, there is an immense amount of false advertising in the EA Creator Network. The fact that even after all of this happened, there's so many videos sponsored by EA. Thank you for EA for sponsoring this video. Even after the news we got should show you the integrity of these individuals. And if that doesn't show you, I hope after this video you'll have some understanding. The first aspect of false advertising is that many of these influencers, whatever you want to call them, that are playing these games, they have been gifted computers that you don't have access to. They have mods, they have CC, they have relit, relight, reshade, G shaded their whole game. So, what you're looking at is a commercial. And on top of that, a lot of the early access gameplay that you see is not going to be the gameplay that you have on your computer. The early access gameplay in those videos that they're posting isn't, a lot of them aren't live streams. Sorry, y'all, I do not like bugs, but, anyways, are not live streamed. So it's been copied, edited, pasted. It's been refilmed, all those things all over again, including some of our very favorite influencers like Simsy. All of that is strategic. It's strategic to make you feel like the game is something that it's not. And then when you get the game and it doesn't add up, you're wondering, why does my game not look like theirs? Why is my game lagging? Why is my game crashing? What's going on? It's because you fell for a commercial. And there's no way that these people can be brutally honest or even be an inkling honest to you because it is a commercial. That's like us expecting Jennifer Aniston to be completely honest about all the work she had done in her Aveeno commercials. No, she's going to tell you that it's Aveeno. The same way that these people are going to tell you, oh, it's just the Sims game. It's so great. They might point out one or two things that are like, oh, I wish we had more of this in cast. And oh, you see this bug here, but it's not that big of a deal. But at the end of the day, it's a commercial, and it's really sad that these people are commercializing themselves because they're not even getting much out of it. The 5% that they get off of you using their codes is literally on the lowest scale of influencer payout that there ever is existed. And it's really sad that they're doing all this for 5%. What does that mean? When you use their code, let's say you spend $100, they're literally only getting $5 from that $100 sell for their code. And the only other thing they get at in the EA Creator Network is access to the game, access to the $40 pack. But is it worth getting access to a $40 pack and promoting it if the games and the packs are breaking the game even more? And also if the game is owned by not so good people. So is it really worth it being in the EA Creator Network? And they say it's for clout, but what clout do you get when there's a million people out there other that have sponsored by EA? So if everybody's sponsored by EA, if everybody is a commercial, can you really even trust any of the videos that you are watching to tell you an authentic experience? Now, there are some creators out there like Satchel and Sims who do play the game. They buy the pack themselves and they authentically play the game themselves. But also, with that being said, if they're sponsored by EA and in the EA Creator Network, they're just as bad as EA. They want the bag, they want the views, they're gonna put their shock face, oh my gosh, on the top of the photo or whatever, the thumbnail, just to get you to click on that because they want the views. They're getting paid by EA, they're getting paid by YouTube, they're getting paid by TikTok, they're getting paid by Twitch. They're becoming millionaires off the back of you because you're viewing and you're buying and making them rich. And you're viewing and buying something that doesn't even work. That's the sad part about it, is that you're viewing and buying things that doesn't work. And I know that these creators aren't always honest about all the ways that EA pays them. I know that EA has paid them anytime they use their face in like those commercials that they have and promo, they're getting paid. So they're literally getting paid off the backs of you. Now creators like, oh, it's my job, Lil Simsy. Oh, it's my job. Listen, there are many other things that you could do out there. You could still post your videos without having sponsored by EA and having your code in the description box and having all of those things, right? You can play other games. There's other games that you can play. There's other things that you can do. You do not have to ride the back of this beast that is exploiting so many people and now associated with people that literally are responsible for sexism, racism, homophobia, and all the phobias out there. They are responsible for. You can do other things. As someone who left academia 10 years after studying, researching, and spending my life in academia and left right when I graduated and got the degree that I needed to move forward, but I left because of the exploitation, I'm telling you now, there is something else you can do. That you are not stuck being a content creator and stuck tying yourself to EA. Okay, the next thing is that the highest paid EA Creator Network people contribute very little to the game. They're not CC creators, they're not modders, they're not the people who make the game what it is. Yeah, they maybe worked on a pack, but they don't contribute to fixing the game. They don't contribute to making the game what it is. So they're literally just sitting there playing a broken game, telling you to buy a broken game so that they can make the 5% and make the pennies on the dollar that they're making and then make the money from YouTube so that they can continue living their cushion comfy lives from their consoles, computers, wherever they are. So nobody benefits. The influencers don't benefit. You don't benefit. No one in this toxic cycle benefits except for EA, who just got $55 billion. Like the billionaires are the people that benefit. Nobody in this toxic cycle benefits. And you're probably thinking, okay, you say all this to say what? Here's the bottom line. The EA Creator Network has got to go. And the only way it can go is if influencers stand up and put their money where their mouth is, put their actions where their mouth is. No more of this performative activism that y'all have going on. Trust me, I'm used to performative activism. It's all I studied throughout my studies. Nobody has time for that anymore. The only way that The Sims 4 or The Sims in general, where we get a 5 or this game can survive, if people actually stand up like that. That means stand up. Like you need to stand up and just stop. You can post your content, you can play the game, but don't live in this toxic cycle of feeding a company, of feeding people who don't give back. It's not reciprocated, and also feeding into a game that when you open it, your whole save file crashes. And when you open it, the game is broken. Sims are getting stuck in the floor, Sims are disappearing. You don't know what's happening in the game. So it's not even a fun, enjoyable experience. That's all I'm saying. Stand up, wake up, and let's start making better decisions. And maybe the start of that is to go out and touch some grass today, get some sunlight. So that's all I have for you today. I'll catch you in the next one.